Question 1. Which two are 20th century British discoveries or inventions? A. Cash machines, ATMs. B. Cloning a mammal. In 1996, two British scientists, Sir Ian Wilmot, 1944, and Keith Campbell, 1954–2012, led a team which was the first to succeed in cloning a mammal, Dolly the sheep. In the 1960s, James Goodfellow, 1937, invented the cash dispensing ATM, automatic teller machine, or cash point. The first of these was put into use by Barclays Bank in Enfield, North London in 1967. Question 2. Which of these statements is correct? A. By 1400 the preferred language of English court was English. By 1400, in England, official documents were being written in English, and English had become the preferred language of the royal court and parliament. Question 3. After the abolition of slavery, more than 2 million migrants came from which two countries to replace the freed slaves? B. China. C. India. After 1833, 2 million Indian and Chinese workers were employed to replace the freed slaves. Question 4. The last successful foreign invasion of England was by which of the following? A. The Normans led by William. The Norman Conquest was the last successful foreign invasion of England and led to many changes in government and social structures in England. Norman French, the language of the new ruling class, influenced the development of the English language as we know it today. Question 5. On his escape from the Battle of Worcester, Charles II famously hid inside what? C. An oak tree. Charles II escaped from Worcester, famously hiding in an oak tree on one occasion, and eventually fled to Europe. Parliament now controlled Scotland as well as England and Wales. Question 6. Is the statement below true or false? Thanks to its position as the world's leading industrial nation during the 1800s, Britain was responsible for producing half of the world's coal, iron, and cotton cloth. True. British industry led the world in the 19th century. The UK produced more than half of the world's iron, coal, and cotton cloth. Question 7. Where did Mary Stuart spend most of her childhood? B. France. Much of her childhood was spent in France. When she returned to Scotland, she was the centre of a power struggle between different groups. Question 8. What was the Spanish Armada? B. A fleet of Spanish ships. Elizabeth became one of the most popular monarchs in English history, particularly after 1588, when the English defeated the Spanish Armada, a large fleet of ships which had been sent by Spain to conquer England and restore Catholicism. Question 9. Where can HMS Victory be visited? C. Portsmouth. Nelson's column in Trafalgar Square, London, is a monument to him. His ship, HMS Victory, can be visited in Portsmouth. Question 10. Is the statement below true or false? Mary Peters was an author who was later made a dame in recognition of her work promoting literacy. False. Born in Manchester, Mary Peters moved to Northern Ireland as a child. She was a talented athlete who won an Olympic gold medal in the pentathlon in 1972. After this, she raised money for local athletics and became the team manager for the women's British Olympic team. She continues to promote sport and tourism in Northern Ireland and was made a Dame of the British Empire in 2000 in recognition of her work. Question 11. Which two famous London buildings are built in the 19th century Gothic style? B. Street Pancras Station. D. The Houses of Parliament. In the 19th century, the medieval Gothic style became popular again. As cities expanded, many great public buildings were built in this style. The Houses of Parliament and St Pancras Station were built at this time, as were the town halls in cities such as Manchester and Sheffield. Question 12. Which two of the following are major horse racing events in the UK? A. Royal Ascot. B. Scottish Grand National. Famous horse racing events include Royal Ascot, a 5-day race meeting in Berkshire attended by members of the royal family, the Grand National at Aintree near Liverpool, and the Scottish Grand National at Ayr. Question 13. What awards event celebrates British theatre? B. The Laurence Olivier Awards. The Laurence Olivier Awards take place annually at different venues in London. There are a variety of categories, including Best Director, Best Actor, and Best Actress. Question 14. Is the statement below true or false? William Blake, Lord Byron, and Robert Browning were all famous golfers. False. Poetry was very popular in the 19th century, with poets such as William Blake, John Keats, Lord Byron, Percy Shelley, Alfred Lord Tennyson, and Robert and Elizabeth Browning. Question 15. Is the statement below true or false? The daffodil is the national flower of Wales. True. The countries that make up the UK all have flowers which are particularly associated with them and which are sometimes worn on national saints' days. England, the rose; Scotland, the thistle; Wales, the daffodil; Northern Ireland, the shamrock. Question 16. Is it acceptable in the UK to treat people worse because of their sexual orientation? A. No, it is never acceptable to treat people worse for their sexual orientation. Although Britain is one of the world's most diverse societies, there is a set of shared values and responsibilities that everyone can agree with. These values and responsibilities include to treat everyone equally, regardless of sex, race, religion, age, disability, class, or sexual orientation. Question 17. In 1999, what happened to hereditary peers in the House of Lords? C. They lost their automatic right to attend the House of Lords. Since 1999, hereditary peers have lost the automatic right to attend the House of Lords. Question 18. What happens when a Member of Parliament, MP, dies or resigns? A. A by-election is held to replace the MP. If an MP dies or resigns, there will be a fresh election, called a by-election, in his or her constituency. Question 19. Which of these statements is correct? B. In Northern Ireland, all those entitled to vote must complete their own registration form. In Northern Ireland, a different system operates. This is called individual registration, and all those entitled to vote must complete their own registration form. Question 20. Which two of the following are amongst the shared goals of the Commonwealth? A. Democracy. C. Development. The Commonwealth is an association of countries that support each other and work together towards shared goals in democracy and development. Question 21. Are police obliged to obey the law? A. Yes, always. The police force is a public service that helps and protects everyone, no matter what their background or where they live. Police officers must themselves obey the law. They must not misuse their authority, make a false statement, be rude or abusive, or commit racial discrimination. If police officers are corrupt or misuse their authority, they are severely punished. Question 22. Which of the following is not the job of the police? C. To prosecute someone for debt. The job of the police in the UK is to protect life and property, prevent disturbances, also known as keeping the peace, prevent and detect crime. Question 23. Which two of the following deal with civil disputes? County Court, c. Sheriff Court. County courts deal with a wide range of civil disputes. These include people trying to get back money that is owed to them, cases involving personal injury, family matters, breaches of contract, and divorce. In Scotland, most of these matters are dealt with in the Sheriff Court. Question 24. As well as giving legal advice, solicitors are able to do which two of the following? C. Represent clients in court. D. Take action for a client. Solicitors are trained lawyers who give advice on legal matters, take action for their clients and represent their clients in court.